Hey guys, still here and welcome back to From the Depths. It's a continuation of the adventure series featuring the Glorious, which finds herself in some really rough weather, and it just highlights how awkward the wave animation is for From the Depths. Of course, you can see this when you're looking at it from the top view. The ship forces a sort of box shape around itself through the water. And that becomes even more obvious look at it like this. The ship takes the pontoons, the floats if you will, and then considers that as, how should I put it, as the width of the ship. So it sort of plows through the waves, creating a width of something as wide as the ship itself. Anyway, in the previous episode I was working on cluster missiles, and I want to continue that work. There have been various good suggestions. I'm going to go with something a bit silly. I'm going to make a cluster bomb launcher. This is going to mean that... Oh. Are we engaging something? Yes, we are. But... Oh, over there. Okay, fine. Let's put it to minimum speed then. The way that I'm going to make this thing work is it drops a whole bunch of mines. To make that work, I'll need a longer missile launcher. So I'm going to have to try and have this thing protrude all the way through the deck. It's going to be a pretty expensive operation in that sense, because those large gantries, they're expensive. Now something else that has been requested, huge missile launchers. The problem with huge missile launchers, they are even more expensive. A huge gantry, for example, or for, let's say with a large gantry you pay 800, a huge one you pay 6,000. So your gantry is just so ridiculously expensive that it is really hard to get one installed, because they are so freaking expensive. Also, somebody said that you can just keep adding these things ad infinitum, these missiles. It's like you can launch 50 missiles from one huge missile launcher or from one cluster missile. That might have been true at some point, but it's no longer accurate. The game says that you have a specific volume. So let me show you. We're going to go with a couple of fins. 2 fins on the back. I want a couple of fuel tanks. I want a prediction guidance, and the rest of it is going to be a cluster controller and cluster extensions. Cluster extension, 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 extension. That's another cluster controller. No activator secret there. Thrust duration 104 seconds, lifetime 40 seconds. Okay, if I switch this to a regulator, that might be better. 80 for almost 70 seconds. The plan is to drop a whole load of mines in front of the target. That's my definition of cluster. So let's... You know what, actually I could set the prediction guidance here. Make this a cluster controller. No, not an ejector, cluster controller, and then make this a cluster extension. If I go out of the missile and back in, over here it now says that I have 1.9 cubic meters of space. So that's the amount of room that I have available. Then, if I go into small missiles, or medium missiles, which I think are more interesting for this particular design, I could go with things that are about too wide or too long. Cluster ejector, a ballast tank, and a magnet. No, that's a harpoon. A magnet, and then an explosive warhead, doing just 2,000 damage. Then I can see that these take 0.098. So that means I can take this one, the 1.9, and put out my calculator now. This is 963, and I can divide that by 0.098. Means that I can drop 20 mines. That's that's a nice amount of mines. We can drop a whole minefield like that. It's going to make the missile launcher really expensive, because I have to go with that many launchers. Still, it's going to be a fun weapon system. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need a few more. 8, 9, 10. Double that up. Good lord, there goes my supply of resources. Okay, all the medium gantries. We're back to 30,000 supplies. We're probably going to go lower than that. And then a couple here and here. There. Okay, the mine launcher was this one? Yes. Copy to all. There we go. I need to have control over this thing manually. I am definitely not going to hand this thing off to an AI controller. Because it is a rather... let's say I don't trust my weapon yet. Let's just leave it at that. Weapon slot... Which is weapon 3? I have so many weapons on this craft that I really don't know what's what anymore. 2 is that missile battery over there. On both sides. What's number 4? Is that missile launcher? No, because I didn't put it on a number yet. Oh, it's a radar buoy. Or a radar torpedo of sorts launched at the bow. Okay, so that's number 4. I don't really need to control that manually anymore. That would be this. No, that's not the torpedo launcher. That's the regular torpedo launcher. It's sitting over here. A little sneaky. There. You're number 4. I don't need that anymore. Where's that huge missile launcher? Here. This thing is going to take 128 materials to launch. Plus 20 times this. So this is going to be another 7.6 times 20 is 140. Rounded down. It's going to get expensive. But then again, it could just be a fun weapon system. I like experimenting with these things. Distance to target, 400 meters. Now we're going to set it to 500. Release after drop time, 24 seconds. Because I don't have any more than that. So if the missile starts dropping, by all means... actually, let's say 22 seconds. If I want to drop all 20... And... I want to have them a little bit spaced out. I would need 0.2 seconds. So they're going to drop, wait 0.2 seconds, drop another one. So times 20, that is 4 seconds. That would mean this needs to be 21. And I think that we can now send this thing up. And see if it works. Just verify one more time. You are weapon 4. All of these. Oh, they don't really need a safety fuse. I just need to set this variable thruster not to go full tilt before it locks on. Just 20% or so. Do we still have something to shoot at? Oh, that's one of my ducks. Hello? Anybody alive out here? Yes, there is. Okay, good. Turn the AI off. Turn the speed back up to 1. Select weapon 4. Launch weapon 4. No! Shit, I didn't put an IFF on this. I'm gonna get rained on by my own mines. This is... No! This is how you mess up. I thought I didn't need an IFF, but yes, of course I do, because then the game considers... Oh, hold on. You're close enough to a target. I should stop dropping my mines. No, you dum-dum, you shouldn't. It's because your designer didn't put the right instructions in. Now, what are we even looking at here on the starboard side? Another Clydesdale. How creative. Alright, tell me when that missile's ready. Ready. No! What the fuck? Hold on. I'm not sure if this thing is actually working as intended. Oh, there's another target. If it's working as intended. Because I think I might have dropped a few mines onto my own craft, but I'm not sure. There we go. Look at him go. Just dropped a minefield. Unfortunately, too far. But I think the target is just too far away. So if I want to make sure that this missile gets more distance, I would probably need to slow it down. Because now it can do about 2,500 meters. If I slow it down... There, we're now at 90 times 40 is about 3,600 meters. Oh, that's the decoys going off. Launch weapon 4. Some shit is sea skimming over here. I'm still getting hit by my own mines, I think. Or something is going off. I think I have one too many mines. Look at that thing. That is not fast. Oh no, you're way, way, way early, sir. Is that because you're already gonna run out? No, it's because the 25 seconds have passed. Oh, fine. At least see if the missile can make it to the target. Nope, it can't. Okay, so that weapon system is going to need maybe some fewer missiles or some fewer mines, but more fuel. Fuel tank. I'll just put a prediction guidance over here so we don't have to do the settings again. Go away. Prediction guidance. And we have room for 1.767. So I'm going to say 1.767 divided by, what was it, 0.98? Something in that range? Yeah. 0.098. It's 18 of them. Okay. So we're going to take 2 of these off to ensure that I don't accidentally drop mines on my own craft, which has already happened. Off you go. Now, how far can that missile reach current? 58 seconds of flight time. So now I have a hell of a range. I just need to ensure that it doesn't drop after 21 seconds. But after 52 seconds. Alright, another weapon test. I'm not getting dropped on by my own missiles. No, I am. Something is still not quite right. Also, I'm really curious to see where my missile has gone. Where? What? Why are you here? Are you actually fighting? No, you're not, because it told you not to. Well, you might commence your fighting then. I don't get it. You're fleet moving. Now. But you're not actually fleet moving. This is messing up the whole weapons test. Give me weapon 4 again. Are you ready? Ready. See, there. Where the fuck are you even going? One or more of these missiles is not set up correctly. Because one of them has a thruster on it. Copy to all. Oh shit, there's just a crossbone right next to me here. Hi. I need to sort this thing out before it gets too much of a barrel. Yeah. Whoa, you're sizable. Okay. I think we're gonna need to do something about this thing first. Now, just to reiterate, because I keep getting asked the question, why do you not capture shit? Because I think the risk-reward isn't there. I think the risk that I get killed off is too high. And if my robot dies, it is GG. It's just game over, and I don't want that. I think their AI might be somewhere over there. Ooh. Nice. Knocked off a turret or something. Dock 2 is still under fire, I think. Let's set the weapons on Dock 1 active. And give me weapon 4. That's my own missile launcher. There we go. It's going for the radar decoy with crossbones. The crossbones is currently engaging 1, I think Duckling 1. Now it's nice that this thing is going after a radar decoy, but I don't think it's going to help the crossbones very much. Because that minefield is still going to get dropped. Whether it's going to be useful, that remains to be seen. Let's see if I can quickly get over there. Wait, I'm going to see what those mines are doing. Here's our delivery package. Yep, it's already dropping mines. Look at that. Here's your delivery, sir. So right now these mines should go magnetic. I should figure out that, hey, there's something out there. Yep, there we go. It's working. Yes. That was 63k? 84? Really? Or did I hit it with something else? No way. That would have been a lot of damage. Speaking of a lot of damage, I'm not sure if I'm getting hit or not. I can tell that one of my ducks is. Do it again. And meanwhile, let's use the railgun and blow some holes in their lower hull. No, not quite there. Zooming in. There. Nope, missed it. There's the mine missile. Changing course. Firing the target. Should start dropping packages now. $83,000 damage. That's just the first wave. Because now the mines are in the water and they should start acquiring the target. There we go. 6, 14, 19, 23, 27. Uh-oh. I think Dock 2 is taking quite a bit of damage. No, it's not.
You're in control. Moving now.
It's at 88. This thing should be able to self-repair. Let's turn the craft around and see if we can help out one of my ducks. Because it looks like it might not be able to get out of this one alive. At least not on its own. I would like to help it so that it does survive. In the meanwhile, we're going to take a couple of shots at this guy. Mainframe active. That means that we're now going to be firing a lot of shells. Because it's now going to be torpedoes, missiles, my second rail cannon. Lots of stuff is going to be fired at this particular target. At least I think that this will be the main target. Ow. Stop that. Not sure if it was you that did it. You dead? No, you're not dead. You just dropped a little bit of material. 215,000? That's a lot of materials. Looks like they're taking serious hull damage. That might impact their buoyancy enough to sink them. Oh, I don't have enough power. Okay. One thing that I've figured out recently is how to use steam boilers to make sure that I don't have to rely on RTGs. And steam boilers, yes, they boil... Oh, sorry, not steam boilers. Well, they're part of it. Steam... what you call it? Jeez, I'm completely blanking. Steam turbines. Yes, those things. I have found that they are really nice to use. They don't eat a ton of steam, at least not as much as when I'm manually using them for propulsion. But they're still potent enough to have quite a lot of power output. Because what I'm looking at right now is a problem where my power is out. Since the second railgun is engaging a different target, I'm using a target, or I'm engaging a target. And my RTGs are having a hard time trying to get themselves charged up again. Or to charge up fast enough. So, let's set up a steam turbine. Yeah, I got this engineering space over here. This is fine. Right, steam turbine, as I understand it, not too difficult. One takes a medium turbine or a medium steam boiler. Could also work with smalls, by the way, but considering the amount of power I need on this craft, I'm going to go with quite a bit. Then you connect that to a pipe. You have a middle section. Potentially two. I'm not sure if they add more, but I think they might. Then the turbine connection. And then you add the turbine. And just make sure that it's more or less lined up. Then you throw on the other end a steam controller. And this one is now going to take steam and turn that into power. As you can see, I'm now generating a lot more power at the expense of materials. I'm using 8 materials per second. I'm outputting power. 3,000 power per second. And those railguns are so hungry that I might need another one. Could I put this thing over here? No, you can't. Because I might need to go with either a bigger turbine or a second one. See, this thing is providing enough steam, that's for sure. Yeah, there we go, that's my concern. It's providing such, or it's being demanded such huge amounts of power that my Hearthstone is decharging. And with that, I might die. So let's make this generator larger. Not over there, but over there. How much can we produce now? Still 336? No, there we go. That's better. We're probably using more steam, but that's okay. Yeah, we have an energy output of almost 4,000 per second. Steam usage, perfectly fine. And what I can also do is have an ACB that says, hey, if the amount of power is higher than X, in that case, I want you to go to a lower boiling rate so that I don't take up a ton of power. By doing this, I can also get rid of a couple of the RTGs. Alright, we did get some materials. Was out here 59, that's not a lot. That duckling too is still under attack, isn't it? The AI is having trouble moving this thing. The AI might be too damaged. So let's engage the Clydesdale and get that thing killed off. Duck 1. Go to patrol mode. Get me the resources over there. Glorious, take manual control. Where's the target? Somewhere over there. Zoom in, there she is. Fire. That's mostly a wooden ship, is it not? Launch the mine dispenser. Because if those mines strike that wooden hull, that can cause all sorts of damage underwater. Missed. Yeah, AI, duckling AI2, unable to maneuver, possibly do damage. I think that that's what happens. Go on. Oh, we're getting a nice amount of chunk damage. Let's see if that missile's anywhere near. I think it should be at this point. I just want to see what that does against this hull. Because that could be interesting to watch. There goes the missile. Nope. Missile timed out. These torpedoes did not. Those are coming out of Duckling 1. Those are, what were they? Large torpedoes, I think? Whoa. Not too bad. We're up again at 700,000 power, so that's good. Hit. Keep striking that same spot, because I think we might be able to blow up weapons. And maybe ammo that's stored at or near it. Yeah, see, that was another 50,000 damage. High explosive damage, that is, whereas I'm not firing high explosive. I'm firing frag shells. Or, well, mostly. No, I'm firing thumper shells with this thing. Is it worth trying to capture this thing? Knowing the risk? Maybe. There's 150,000 materials on there. I just need to ensure that it doesn't shoot me anymore. But trying to snipe off weapons with a railgun, as we have seen in the past, it's not necessarily the best idea, nor is it the easiest to execute. Because I'm just sort of shooting and hoping that it does something useful. It's another 36k. $38k. She's listing over. Yeah, she's capsizing. Okay. Still 140,000 materials in there. Nobody shoot. Let's try not to accidentally hit that warp gate, because I'm not quite looking forward to going to a higher difficulty just yet. Own AI sees fire. Those torps? Yes, they are. They're probably some of the high-speed torps from the previous launch. Oh crap, there's another one. Is that another Clydesdale? No, it's a Nightingale. What's with all the Dales? Don't intervene, I'm trying to capture this ship. Yeah. Something did 252,000 damage. And killed it. Shit. And there goes that capture attempt. No joy. What is that? Is that you shooting me? I think it is. AI active. Now, what did you leave behind? 14, almost 15,000 materials, so that's good. Give me launcher 4. That's the mine dispenser. Torpedoes going off. Railgun currently can't hit anything. I think it's throwing frag weapons of some variation my way. Look at that, all the torpedoes. Here comes the mines. I think even the 88s are opening up now, considering all the high no, the frag damage. There come the mines. Good luck with that. This thing might be too fast for the mines. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, Sunshine. We'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way. You got your guns, I got mine. We're hitting the guy with pretty much every weapon system that I have. Torpedoes, missiles, mines, railguns. All sorts of weapons are being used against it, and it proves to be sufficient. Target destroyed. No capture, but might still yield me enough materials to, in the next episode, make a huge missile launcher. How many? 14, 15k. Good. Alright. Well, that's not too bad. I'm not sure if I'm going to hang on to this cluster mine launcher. I think it's amusing. Whether it does well... It's okay. I think it could do better. Let's set this to 300. But what I want to do next episode is build a huge missile launcher. That's probably going to sit, well, maybe over here, where I might still have some room. And then we're going to see what those huge missiles can do. Although, I'm already working on the next series. I already have an idea what they can do. They are ridiculously damaging. Anyway, join me next time, and we're going to be building huge missile launchers. See you then.